In today's video, we are going to be taking numbers in scientific notation and converting them to standard form numbers, so numbers that you're used to seeing. So a number in scientific notation is a number that's either really, really big or really, really, really small. Like scientists use them, astronauts, doctors, okay? It's a simple way to represent a really large or really small number. Now, there's three parts to a number in scientific notation. You have the first part, which is the simplified number, the time symbol, and then is the second part, and then a power of 10. So it'll be either a high power of 10, or it could be a low power of 10. It could be a negative power of 10. And we're going to take a look at all the different scenarios on what happens when you have different powers of 10. So in order to write this number, which is in scientific notation, into standard form, there's a couple things you need to know and need to recognize. First of all, where is the decimal point? So in this one, the decimal point is right here. Okay. And what is the exponent? So the exponent is going to tell you how many spots you move the decimal point in order to convert it into standard form. So the power of 10 here, the 7, is going to tell me I'm moving my decimal spot over 10 spots to the right. So I'm going to rewrite my number, 314, without the decimal point. And what I'm going to do then is, since I'm making this into a really big number, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the decimal spot over 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's my new decimal point. Now, every space here, every hop that I went, I'm going to fill in with zeros. And there is my number in standard form, 314, and then 5 zeros. If you want to write in little commas to help you see, so it's 31,400,000 to kind of see what that number actually is in standard form. All right. Let's take a look at other types of problems we could have. All right. Okay, another positive exponent. So again, I'm going to rewrite the numbers out in front. 4, 3, 5, 6. Now this is telling me I'm moving the decimal 5 spots to the right. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my new decimal. I fill in my numbers. My final answer is 435,600. Now, what happens when you have a negative exponent? Well, with the positive exponent, you went to the right. With a negative exponent, you go the opposite direction. You go to the left. So I write these numbers out again, 712. And I'm moving the decimal 4 spots to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my new decimal spot. I'm filling in the zeros for the hops, and I'm going to put a 0 out in front too. So your answer is 0.000712. So a negative exponent moves it to the left. Positive exponent moves it to the right. Okay, let's take a look at this one right here. All right, we can scroll down here. Okay, again, a negative exponent. So I'm going to write out the number 6089. And I'm moving it 7 spots to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hops, and then the 0 out in front. So that's, again, a really small number that like scientists use, astronauts use. Like I said before, this is basically a scientific notation, is a way to represent really large or really small numbers. Now, you're going to maybe ask, what if you don't have a decimal point? Well, say if you have something like this. 3 times 10 to the, let's say, 6 power. So you still write the 3, right? You write the 3, but the decimal spot is actually just right after the 3. So it's basically, that's how many, you're just moving it 6 spots to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there was where you move your decimal and you fill in your zeros. And if you would like to put in your commas, you could do that too. And it's 3 million. Okay. So again, back to what we covered at the beginning, a number in scientific notation, right? 3 parts to it. You have the number out in front times a power of 10. Okay. Those are the 3 parts. This tells you how many spots you move the decimal. And if it's positive, you go right. If it's negative, you go left. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. And always remember, whether you're solving for X or Y, always give math a try.